Hello, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey. Cowboys practicing with the Los Angeles Chargers today. Welcome in. Let's have ourselves a party, and we will talk about what the Cowboys did against the Chargers today in practice in Los Angeles, California. And I'm going to start with something that's going to absolutely shock every one of you. Micah Parsons is really good at football. If you guys ever want to know what happened in a Cowboys practice, you should start with this. Well, Micah Parsons was awesome and unstoppable, and nobody could block him, and he ran all over the place, and he tackled everybody, and he sacked everybody, and he was running down the field with the wide receivers, and oh my God, Micah Parsons is incredible. There you go. We got that one out of the way. That is going to be true every single practice, and it was true again today. Shocking, I know. Micah Parsons, very good. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports contests and events with first-to-market odds and lines. Bet on Micah Parsons to be Defensive Player of the Year. As long as they let him rush the passer enough, he's going to do it. You can find reviews and news for every league. MLB, where Joey Gallo is mashing now that he's a Dodger. NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, even golf. Rangers fired John Daniels. BetOnline continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information from live in-game betting, props, and futures. Head to BetOnline today or use your mobile device to join today. Make that first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50, BLEAV50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Now, I do have to throw out the caveat. What's the Cavanaugh song you always play? It's just my song. Cavanaugh. Boom, 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 boom. But you got to be careful how much if you play, otherwise you can get in trouble. So, hope you're having a good day, Jeff. Kinda, I've been bored. I don't play volleyball till 10 o'clock tonight, so I've had nothing to do. I think I'm going to go to my buddy DC's house here in a bit, and then maybe meet friends for food. But I've had nothing to do. Won the Rec League Championship last night, though. Shout out to Cohen and Melissa and Sabrina, and even Ashley, who was a no-show, even though she's our team captain, and wasn't there for playoffs, because she would rather be on the beach, so she didn't show up for the playoffs. That's okay. Everybody mash the like button. Cowboys-Chargers practice. Here are some of the takeaways, and I need to start by telling you guys probably that I'm not there. So you also need to make sure that you're checking in with my buddy David Hellman. He's there. John Machota's there. Michael Gelkin's there. Clarence Hill's there. Patrick Walker's there. People who are there can give you the whole deal. But I've got what I saw on NFL Network, what I saw of video that other people sent out, and what I've been able to accumulate of what happened. Not sure I care about Rangers anyway. You will care about the Rangers in a year or two. When it's Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker time and the Rangers are suddenly relevant and doing all the winning, you will care. But this is about the Cowboys and the Chargers. Did I tell you Micah Parsons is really good? All right, next. CeeDee Lamb's hurt. CeeDee didn't practice today. And at first, when I saw that it was his foot, I'll be honest, I freaked out. But only a little bit, and I didn't do it into a microphone, so nobody knew about it. But now you know about it because I just told you about it. But it turns out that it's just that he cut his foot somehow and has stitches, and so he has to chill out for a minute, and he didn't practice today, and he's not going to practice tomorrow. Now, that freak out temporary that I had of CeeDee Lamb, it's just because if CeeDee Lamb did get hurt before the season started, you'd have the worst receiver core in football, and that's awful. So it's just to point out again that the Cowboys did a terrible job protecting themselves at wide receiver. When Green Bay lost their best wide receiver, they signed a veteran starter. They used the 34th overall pick. They used a 4th-round pick. They used a 3rd-round pick the year before. They have 3 veterans and 3 young guys who are early draft picks. Like, they're making sure they have enough guys. Kansas City, when they lost their best wide receiver, they signed multiple new starters. They used a 2nd-round pick. Whatever, right? The Cowboys are the one team that was like, yeah, we lost our best wide receiver and our 4th wide receiver, and we're going to use 1 3rd-round pick and sign a league minimum guy, and that's going to do it. Woo-woo! So hopefully CeeDee doesn't get hurt, because if he does, you have a terrible receiving core until Michael Gallup gets back, and then you hope that you have an okay receiving core until CeeDee gets back. So, CeeDee, don't get hurt, okay? Fix your foot. If Dave keeps killing it on TV, he'll be known as Dave effing Hellman. Dave is killing the game on TV. Great Dave Hellman. If you know him now, congratulations. You may not know him long. He's about to go big time on us. There's no doubt about it. So CeeDee has stitches in his foot, didn't practice today, won't practice tomorrow. Cowboys offensive line run blocking was better than it has been throughout camp so far, according to the folks out there, opening up some holes against the Chargers defense, letting Zeke go running down the field. That is good. We like to see that. Also saw the Cowboys offensive line when they were doing 2-minute drill. Tyron Smith got beat by Khalil Mack on the first snap, and on the second snap, they ran a little stunt where it looked like Tyler Smith stayed connected to a D tackle as Khalil Mack stunted back inside. So that's going to count as one of Dak's 2 interceptions on the day. I don't think that's a real-life interception because it would have just been back-to-back sacks. He wouldn't have got that ball off. But he threw it, and Zeke went doink, and then it went, and it got caught by somebody else. But whatever. So saw moments of offensive line being good as run blockers and saw moments of, hey, guess what? The Chargers have Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa on the same defensive line. Good luck, NFL. They're going to make a whole bunch of plays. So, I heard Fihoko balled out. I did see Simi make at least one nice play. I saw Dennis Houston also make at least one play. So the wide receivers who are trying to make the roster as wide receivers 4, 5, or 6 continues to be the same guys that show up. Hadn't really seen anything on Cavanaugh Turpin today, but those are the guys to keep your eye on. Is 1, 2, 3 is CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, Noah Brown. 4, 5, 6 is Simi Fihoko, Cavanaugh Turpin, Dennis Houston, probably in some order. So that's what you got there. Jordan Lewis tweaked his hammy late in today's practice, according to the great Michael Gelkin. He will continue to be evaluated. That is another position on this team where the Cowboys don't have depth. If Jordan Lewis is out, who goes in? According to me, Deron Bland, rookie 5th-round pick, is the dude that I would put in if Jordan Lewis has to miss something. I'd put in Deron Bland, not Kelvin Joseph, not Nashawn Wright. I would put in a rookie. That's what I would do. So, yeah, Jordan Lewis, they'll keep tracking that. We did CeeDee. Anthony Barr is out there actually taking part. Anthony Barr, I saw a one-on-one coverage snap against Austin Eckler. That did not go well. You probably don't want Anthony Barr covering Austin Eckler. You'll probably never do that in the regular season. But he was out there. He did some 7-on-7, did the one-on-one stuff. So Anthony Barr is coming along. Neville Gallimore and Osa Odighizuwa. Saw them both making some nice plays. Pass rushing, holding the line. Neville moving people. Neville Gallimore, you have to see them in person. Like, Neville Gallimore is the most intimidating-looking defensive tackle on the Cowboys roster. All defensive tackles are big. Neville is just, it's a different shape than everybody else, and it's not fat. It's just gigantic. He's a monster. He's built like a house. And a note from Dave Hellman. Quentin Bohanna spending a lot of time as the first-string nose tackle. So it's going to get real interesting to try to figure out who they're keeping on the defensive line and who's not going to make the team. Because it's so many. They have at least 12 to 13 guys that I think are NFL players, and they're not going to keep more than 10 defensive linemen. And if Bohanna is in, does that mean maybe Carlos Watkins, maybe a veteran, would be on the way out? And your interior guys would be Osa, Neville Gallimore, Quentin Bohanna, John Ridgway, Chauncey Golston? And then your edges, I should really have the roster pulled up when I do this. Tank, Dorrance, Williams, Sam Williams, Dante Fowler. That's 9 defensive linemen. Basham? Tristan Hill over Basham? Something like that. I don't think they can cut Basham. They got a lot of defensive linemen that they're going to have to figure out. Did Anthony Barr get cleared? He definitely got cleared because he was definitely out there practicing. I seen it. Interior D-line depth, a potential trade piece for a Chenault or someone like that. Hopefully, if you can find somebody who's got an extra wide receiver, you've got an extra defensive lineman. That works out well. How injured is CeeDee Lamb? Nothing serious, apparently. Just that he cut his foot and he has stitches in it. So it's not like a bad foot thing. It's he did something, and what was the quote? He said something about it where it was like, jacking around kind of thing. So I'm sure we'll find out exactly what it was, but he'll be fine. CeeDee gonna be fine. When I heard foot, I was way more terrified than now when I know that the foot thing is he had some stitches. I had stitches in my foot one time when I was like 8. I went to a park by the house. I don't know if there's a scar, but it was right there was my stitches. Wait, that might be the wrong foot. Huh. I can't really tell anymore. I think it was my right foot. Yeah, it was my right foot. I stepped on a broken beer bottle going down into the creek, and it hurt real bad getting stitches in the bottom of my foot when they jabbed the painkiller in there. Kilgore's in the super chat, joined in late. What did I miss? CeeDee Lamb has a cut on his foot that has stitches, so he didn't practice today. He's not going to practice tomorrow, but he'll be back soon, and it's not a big deal. Jordan Lewis tweaked dang it, I deleted it. Was it a quad or a hammy? Jordan Lewis tweaked a little something. He's a little banged up. Micah Parsons is a freak show. Cowboys run blocked better today. Cowboys gave up some booty in the 2-minute drill against the Chargers pass rush. What else was there? Parsons is awesome. Cowboys D tackles showed up. Run blocking showed up. Simi and Dennis Houston both showed up again. That's about it. Jordan Lewis is a hammy. Tweaked a hammy. And so we'll have to see who's going to get them snaps. Jeff, please, no feet. My apologies. Anderson, Jeff, can you explain for me when people say that a player is just a off-ball linebacker, like when they talk about Roquan Smith? Sure, let me look up Roquan Smith's stats real quick. I'd have to go watch him play, but a guy who gets 3 sacks and 160 tackles, that sounds like an off-ball linebacker. Because too many people are called linebackers now, or people get it confused. Like Micah Parsons, when he is lined up next to Leighton Vander Esch, right? You got 4 defensive linemen, and then back behind them, let's say you got Vander Esch and Micah Parsons. They snap the ball. Parsons is not blitzing the quarterback. They're just playing regular old defense, where they're dropping into coverage or they're chasing a running back. That is somebody playing off-the-ball linebacker. A guy who's consistently blitzing or lining up on the edge and rushing the passer, you are no longer an off-the-ball linebacker. You are now on the ball a bunch and rushing the quarterback a bunch. So off-ball means not rushing the quarterback, basically. Off-ball, Leighton Vander Esch is an off-the-ball linebacker. He'll be in coverage. He'll tackle running backs. That's his job. He's not going to be a huge weapon as a pass rusher. So that's an off-the-ball linebacker. Start an OnlyFans for the feet. We don't want to see him. Okay, maybe I will. No Twitch stream from Hari. Oh, I didn't use Restream today. This is just on YouTube, huh? I want the feet. See? When contract time comes around, Michael will be wanting to be called a DN, not a linebacker. Yeah, he'll be paid. It doesn't matter. He's going to make all the money anyway. Micah Parsons is going to get all the money. You can call him whatever the hell you want, but you're going to call him maybe the highest paid defensive player in football. Deron Bland, 4th corner to start the season. Feel like he can add some flavor to the secondary. I think it's possible. I hope so. Yes, everybody, please mash that thumbs up button. Do your boy a solid. And let me get up out of here before this gets watered down. Well, never mind. We got a super chat from Thompson. Thoughts on trading for a guy like Tevin Jenkins or Cody Ford? Love you, Jeff. Keep up the good content. Let's see what happens with Tevin Jenkins. I know at first people were like, oh, man, he's not going to play. But now it looks like they're putting him at guard in Chicago. And they may be taking a shot at that. Yeah, the Cowboys need a swing tackle. They need a backup offensive tackle, for sure. They need to find a way to do that, and they probably need another receiver, or we're going to just hope that, hey, maybe Simi's about to make a leap, and Simi is about to be a legit NFL starting wide receiver. That'd be kick-ass, right? Cowboys would love that. They love developing their own. But we'll see. Cowboys are going to go into the season, at least the way it's set up right now, the Cowboys are going to go into the season with about as unproven a wide receiver core as you can have. They have one proven player in the whole wide receiver core. Yeesh. All right. I'm peacing out. Thanks, guys. Love you. Remember, you have no idea what anybody is going through, so be cool to everyone. I love you. Bye.